Yes, so we are number 11. Number 11 is dealing with the third subcategory in the list of descriptive measures. Let's go back to week 4. It says the third subcategory says measures of correlation, the degree of relationship between two variables. And we are going to study two ways to do that, the Spearmans and the product moment. Okay, so number 11, part A, is dealing with the Spearman's coefficient of rank correlation. Okay, assistance is in week 7, page 1 and 2. So let's go to week 7, page 1 and 2, starting with page 1. Okay, here it is, Spearman's coefficient of rank correlation. All right, so let's go back to week 7 and let's check the steps. The first step is to create 2 more rows or columns. Was that done? Yes, rank X and rank Y. And the third one was created. You will see why. Okay, because we're trying to measure how those hours affect score. Hours is the independent variable is X, Y score is the Y variable, which is the dependent variable. Okay, so always you see X, you have to say hours. Always you see Y, you have to say score. So this is rank of hours and rank of score. Okay, and we have to calculate this squared. So that step 1 is done. Label 1 rank of X and rank of Y. Have we done that? Yes. Rank of score and rank of hours, sorry, and rank of score. No. Then we move on to the third and very important step. Please take note of this step. All right, very importantly. Let me put it bigger. It says the highest value, because it's actually showing you how to rank. Ranking is like giving a number, you know, putting things in order. You know, who come out first, who come out second, you're ranking them, you know, like in a calypso show, who come out first get the most points, come out first. Or actually in primary school also, who come out first, come out, who got more, who scoring most, come out first. Okay, second, third. Okay, so it says the highest value is given a rank of 1. The second highest a rank of 2, and so forth. So in the ranking, we must start with a number 1. When you are ranking, you have to start with a number 1, then you have to put a number 2, and so forth. So if we have to rank hours, which is X, in this row there, we must put a number 1 somewhere. Remember, we are ranking the hours. So we look for the highest hours, which is 60. So we have to put a number 1, because 60 is the highest score. It comes out first. The second highest is 42. So we're supposed to put a rank of 2 under 42. Because remember, it's score we rank of X, hours, sorry, we rank in hours. Okay, we rank score after. Now we're supposed to put a 3 or somewhere. 40. But we have 2 40s. What does the note say about when you have a tie? Okay, it says this is done for both sets of data. A tie is when 2 same values are given the same rank when ranking a particular variable. So we are ranking hours, and it so happens there are 2 40s. So both of them have a tie between them. Okay, so they both come out third. The fourth highest is 15. Yes. Yes, because we are ranking hours. We are ranking hours, which is X. So 40 and 40. Okay, 40 and 40, 3 and 3. And then we are ranking 15. 15 come out fourth. And then fifth now is 9 and 9. So 9 and 9 come out fifth. There's a tie in fifth. Okay. Now we have to repeat that same thing for score now, rank of Y. Below there, we're going to rank the score now. The highest score is 99. You get a rank of 1. The second highest is 70. So it gets a rank of 2. But now, if you notice now, there are 2 70s. Okay. The third highest is 65. The fourth highest is 40. So you have 2 40s, rank of 40, 40. And then the fifth highest is actually that 30 that is there. Okay. All right. Fifth highest. Now we go to the next step. It says now the ranks of each corresponding data are then subtracted, okay, to calculate D, D is equal to rank X minus rank Y. All the D's are then squared, and the D's squares are then summed up to substitute into the formula, the sum of D squares. And here's the formula for, Spearmans. Here it is. Let's carry it over to our working. So what we need to do now, we need to subtract and square the ranks, okay, to find D squared. D squared, our first D squared is open bracket 5 minus 4 close bracket squared. D squared is 1 here. 3 minus 3 is 0, 0 squared is 0. 5 minus 4 is 1, 1 squared is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 squared is 1. 4 minus 4 is 0, 0 squared is 0, 0 squared is 0, 0 squared is 0. So these are the D squares. Okay, the D squares is rank of X minus rank of Y all squared. 5 minus 4 all squared, and so forth. And then we've got to sum up those D squares, okay, to find the sum of D squares. Okay, the sum of D squares in our case would be equal to, go to insert, go to equations, the sum, here comes sigma again. There it is, the sum of D squares. The sum of D squared, okay, the sum of D squared is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1. Well, it doesn't really make sense at 0, because anything at 0 is the same thing. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, that gives us 3. All right, so the sum of this squared is 3. Our n is 7. The n is the number of pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our n is 7. N is the number of pairs. So hence we substitute into the formula. All right, here's the formula there. Relationship, but the relationship now is given by a Greek letter. All right, the relationship, the symbol for relationship here is given by a Greek letter called rho. Rho is like the Greek R. Rho is like the Greek R. Please bear that in mind. Rho is like the Greek R. Here it is. Rho, want to look like a P, but this is the Greek R. Okay. 1 minus, we'll take a look at rho in a while. So a symbol for relationship here is rho, because the English R was used already. You're going to see where the English R was used already for relationship, words to symbols. So relationship is equal to, but Spearman now have to go to the Greek alphabet to get the rho sound for relationship, because the English R was already used by a statistician called Spearmans. Okay, so you're going to see that in a while. Okay, most likely probably next class, because it's just 9 minutes. Times 3, okay, divided by 7, open bracket, 7 squared, minus 1, close bracket, and this will give us an indication of the relationship between hours and score according to Spearman. Give us a measure of the relationship. This is supposed to go in the denominator, right? This will be in the bracket, right? That's it. 1 minus 6 times 3, 7, open bracket, 7 squared minus 1. We must get a decimal. This formula must give us a decimal, okay? What happened? Something is missing there. Okay. So let me just type it in. 1 minus 6 times 3. 6 times 3. Open bracket 7 times. Open bracket 7 squared. Minus 1 close bracket. Enter. 0.95. 2 decimal places suffice. 0.95. Okay. And since 0.95 is more than 5 and it's a positive number, then we can see the correlation is strong positive. Yes. Correlation according to Spearman.